Welcome to Zen and the Art of Real Estate Investing. What if you could learn from experienced real estate investors, find out what got them to where they are now, get insight into their daily habits, and take these insights to inspire your own growth? Each week, Jonathan Green shares an in-depth look at the mindful approach to real estate investing. Jonathan is a real estate investor, advisor, and coach, as well as the founder of Streamlined Properties and the team leader of Streamlined Properties on Market, brokered by eXp Realty. Whether you are looking to start from scratch, get to the next level, or just a straightforward and honest approach to real estate investing, Jonathan seeks to provide a free mentorship program you can take with you anywhere. Now, here's Jonathan.
Welcome to Zen and the Art of Real Estate Investing. This is episode 2, the why behind Zen and the Art of Real Estate Investing. Where did it come from? You can consider this like an expanded trailer episode. As you've heard in the intro, my name is Jonathan Green. I have been doing this a long time, and I really want this podcast to be different. The why behind the podcast name and the entity that runs our off-market meetups, educational aspects of what we do is about, 6 years ago, I needed a little bit of a reset. And I started meditating and getting really focused on a mindful way of life. At this point in June of 2022, I've meditated at least 1,500 consecutive days. Every day I hit at least 30 minutes now, sometimes up to 60. A lot of what I learned for this is where this name came from. I like the idea of Zen. I like mindfulness. I like minimalism, which is hard when you're a flipper. But I think that the problem with not just real estate investing, but everything in technology is that everybody's selling something. So it's very hard to understand what's real and what's not, what you should buy and what you shouldn't buy, what you can find on your own for free, which is why podcasts are so amazing. All of the information you may find here, I'm going to give you for free. I'm going to bring the guests on for free. Our time is valuable. All of our time is valuable. But when you come from a contribution mindset and when you think with a mindful way of life, you can start to apply it to different aspects of what you do. I've been investing in real estate since I was a kid, basically more than 30 years at this point. I learned everything I know from my dad, and then I piled on my own personal knowledge on top of what he taught me. But he was actually always teaching me about mindfulness as well. Not to get too hopped up over every single deal, keep a very slow and steady mindset. He would make offers on property, and if they didn't take them, no problem. Just go make an offer on another. That is a mindful approach to real estate investing. The lack of mindfulness comes with emotional attachment to every single deal. And that's the why behind this, is the mindful nature of how do you approach real estate investing as a new, seasoned, or veteran investor, and also keep calm. How do you keep focused? How do you keep your mind? How do you know that your numbers are correct? How do you maintain the confidence that you have in your numbers and in your process? You do it by being mindful. Mindfulness, to me, is education. I'm going to learn everything that I can, because that's when I go into what I call Zen mode. Zen mode for me as an investor is when I know that I'm making the offer that I want to. I'm not catering or kowtowing to what anybody wants from me or what they say the value is. I know the value. For 30 years, I've been looking at houses. More, actually. I started when I was 5 years old. So for 46 years, I've been looking at houses. But I've been judging repair costs, and every single time I do a flip or a burr, or I work with my project manager, Jenny, and we're looking at properties, or she's flipping or I'm flipping, we're always figuring out new ways to assess our numbers. And again, that's what keeps me in Zen mode. I know that my ideas about a property are correct. It doesn't mean I'll always be correct, but in the moment, I feel centered. I understand that I've done the background work. I've reached the tipping point, and now my knowledge is there to help me. And once I get to that point, it's very easy for me to walk away. And that's a Zen mindset. If it's not what I want, why would I waste time on it? If this deal does not hold up to my standards, why would I waste time on it? If the people that I'm doing a deal on the other side with are doing things that are sketchy or unconscionable to me, why would I waste the time on it? Mindfulness is not wasting time, spending your time wisely. So when it comes to real estate investing, you can get caught in a whole bunch of different spirals, rabbit holes, analysis paralysis, crunching numbers. But the why, the real why I am doing this is because I want to save you. I want to save you as a new, seasoned, veteran real estate investor from yourself. And I want to save you from the people out there who aren't in it for the right reasons. And there's a lot of them. Can't really run around the fact that real estate as a whole is pretty sketchy. Agents are sketchy. Wholesalers are sketchy. Investors are sketchy. A lot of people lying. A lot of people puffing. It's just a whole lot of puffery out there. We all know it. A lot of ego. I don't care about any of that. I just care about the deal. I care about the asset. I care about the future. And I care about making smart decisions for the people that I work with, whether it be as an agent or just an advisor or a friend or a partner in a transaction. I always want to be the voice of reason because that is Zen mode. Being the voice of reason is the thing that can save you and your friends from themselves. I am here to save you from yourself. I'm not going to wear a cape and come in at the last second and tell you that it's a bad deal. Although that's actually possible without the cape. I've earned the nickname of deal killer in circles, and people think that's a negative. It's not. It's mindful. I am telling people this is a bad deal. I don't want the deal. I'm just trying to help you. And as we go through the episodes and as we start bringing on guests for Zen and the Art of Real Estate Investing with me, Jonathan Green, I'm going to prove it to you. You can get centered in this crazy market, downturn, upturn, it doesn't matter. You can always invest as long as you understand the landscape and your educational background in the field. Have you reached that tipping point? Are you at 10,000 hours? Are you working with people who you trust? Are you doing masterminds with people you trust? Do you have friends, colleagues, and people you trust who are real estate investors as well? Are you swapping information, sharing stories, working in the same areas for each other, helping? Because that's what's in everybody's best interest. I don't find real estate investing competitive. If it's competitive, you're doing something wrong. I don't care how many doors I have. I don't care how much money I make each month. That's nice. But I like assets and I like helping people. And this podcast is here to help you. And I hope as we go, this only being episode 2, you'll keep finding out more unusual ways of keeping yourself centered, talking to people. We're going to talk to tons of real estate investors who find their own niche, find their way to become an expert. And when you become an expert, you do go into Zen mode because all the things that you need to know, you can make split decisions. I can walk into a house with Jenny. We can decide what that repair cost is in 5 minutes. Usually we're going to be within $5,000 or $10,000. We also know as investors, that's what our leeway range is. We'll give ourselves 10 or 15 on each side for maybe some things that we couldn't see. But generally, we're going to open all the nooks and crannies and we're going to be correct. And what? Things happen. Just because you're mindful doesn't mean you're 100% right all the time. Sometimes you just blow it. But when you blow it, the mindful approach is to say, you know what, I'm not going to win them all. So what am I going to learn from this one where I'm not going to make as much money as I thought? What if I lose money? I'm still getting back the deposit. That's a mindful approach. How am I going to take the money that I lost and use the deposit to earn back that money? That's a different point of view. That's what this is. This is the why. I hope you stick around for it. My name is Jonathan Green. This is Zen and the Art of Real Estate Investing. We have a lot of guests coming at you, real estate investors, real estate adjacent personnel, real estate agents. Everything about the investment in real estate is coming to you all with a mindful approach. I can't wait to have you aboard. And just as a side note, I hate this part. It seems almost like not mindful, but as you go through, if you like the podcast, share it, like it, review it. But again, like I said last episode, if you don't, no worries also. Nobody's going to require you to do anything. If you really like it, that's the only time I want you to do it. That's just what this is. So we're going to be putting out a few more episodes. So we're at 3, 4, 5, 6 episodes deep. Then we're going to launch. And then here comes the guest. So I hope you're ready. Can't wait to show you what's coming.